My name's Alex. When I was 15, my mom met a man online. Within 2 months, he moved into our house. From the first moment I saw him, something in me screamed, danger. He had that fake charm some men wear like a mask, but his eyes gave him away. Cold, calculating. The type of man who smiles at strangers but saves his real face for those unlucky enough to live under his roof. The first few weeks were tense but tolerable. Then, one afternoon, I came home from school to find my world destroyed. My skateboards, my BMX bike, the half-pipe I built with my own hands, my hockey gear, gone. Just gone. I asked him where everything was, and with a smirk, he said, I took all your junk to the dump. My garage doesn't have room for childish crap. It felt like someone ripped the floor out from under me. I was only 15, but those weren't just things. They were pieces of my identity. And that was just the beginning. 2 months later, at dinner, I stood up before finishing my plate. His fist slammed into my stomach. So hard I collapsed. His excuse? You don't leave the table without asking to be excused. Not in my house. That night, while clutching my ribs, I realized something horrifying. This wasn't going to stop. Over time, the violence escalated. If I didn't make eye contact the way he wanted, slap. If I didn't answer fast enough, punch. He was a middle school teacher by day, pretending to be a role model, and by night, he was my personal tormentor. Then came the day he stripped away the last pieces of childhood I had left. He took my entire Pokemon card collection, my comic books, my fantasy novels, my Game Boy, my PlayStation 2, all of it. And why? 15-year-old boys should be playing football, not being teen nerds with cards and comics. His words cut almost deeper than his fists. My mom, she never stepped in. If anything, she encouraged it. He told her to stop giving me lunch money because he'll just waste it on gay nerd crap, and she agreed. So there I was, 15 years old, bruised, starving, and abandoned by the one person who should have protected me. One day, desperate, I took a few dollars in change from his jar just so I could buy a slice of pizza at school. My twin sister, who loved to blackmail me, snitched. What did he do? He called the police. Over $3 in change. Pressed larceny charges. Then, when the cops left, he beat me so badly I could barely move. That was it. I ran away. But the cops dragged me back, and he tried to convince my mom to ship me off to military school. Eventually, after more runaway attempts, I ended up spending my 16th birthday in juvenile detention, all thanks to him. I can't lie. During those years, I thought about ending it all. The pain was that unbearable. Fast forward a few years. I cut contact with my mom, focused on surviving, and eventually built myself up, weightlifting, discipline, anything to make sure I'd never be that powerless kid again. By the time I reconciled with my mom, he and she were married. But things were different. I was bigger, stronger, and he knew it. He stopped raising his fist at me. We avoided each other like two predators forced into the same cage. Then my mom got sick, stage 4 cancer. And with the clarity that comes when death is near, she saw him for what he was. She separated from him legally, even let him keep his childhood home. When she passed away, I made her a promise. He would never hurt anyone in our family again. The separation agreement gave him 45 days to collect his belongings. He missed the deadline. Legally, everything he left behind was mine. And no, how poetic that felt. I sold his baseball card collection, worth around $14,000. His autographed sports memorabilia, gone, another $11,000. His woodworking tools and furniture, sold for $6,500. And I didn't stop there. I kept his coin collection, because unlike him, I actually appreciated coins. I even kept his mother's engagement ring. When I finally saw him again, years later, fate delivered the perfect setup. It was at a grocery store. I approached him calmly, almost kindly. And then I said, I sold your collections. I watched the words sink in. His face turned red, his fists clenched, and then, just like the coward he was, he started swinging. But this time, I wasn't 15. His punches landed, but they were weak, sloppy. I stood there, phone in hand, calmly speaking to 911 as he raged, even ramming his cart into my brand new Toyota. Police arrived. He was arrested for assault, threats, and property damage. The fallout was delicious. He lost his teaching job, his pension, his refereeing gigs. Parents in town demanded he be banned from sports. Even his own son refused to take him in. He sold his house and ended up in a filthy trailer park. His new job? A cashier at Walmart. And here's where my favorite part begins. That Walmart isn't even the closest one to me. But I drive out of my way just so he has to ring me up every time I watch his soul wither a little more. One day, he tried to overcharge me. I called him manager. He got in trouble. Another day, I was extra nice. And when he snapped, customers behind me backed me up. Trouble again. And the cherry on top? I'll sometimes pull out a rare coin, one for the collection, and say, "Oh, didn't realize I had this on me. Guess I'll pay with card instead." The look on his face? Priceless. The final blow came when I bought my daughter a big, above-ground pool. As he scanned it, I leaned in and whispered, "I just sold your fancy wrench set. My daughter's going to love this pool." He froze, the scanner shaking in his hand, face pale, and I smiled. For the first time in my life, I felt free. He thought he'd broken me when I was a kid. He thought he'd stolen my childhood forever. But in the end, I took everything that mattered to him. His money, his dignity, his reputation. Justice doesn't always come quickly, but when it does, oh, it's sweet. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and tell me in the comments, what's the most satisfying revenge you've ever witnessed? And of course, subscribe for more stories of karma, justice, and sweet, sweet payback.